Hi, Brenda Guides. My name is Brenda, and in this video, we're going to talk about what Conquer Mode is, what tools we use for Conquer Mode, and what your role is as the guide. So Conquer Mode is where the students walk through a set of video content, tutorials, and problem sets on their computer, and the learning playlists are aligned with the state learning standards and they're adaptable to the individual student. So the student determines the pace and they also determine the subject matter that they're learning. And instead of letter grades, the assessment is implicitly happening all the time in the mastery-based system. Effort is celebrated and progress is rewarded. So we use the word conquer to constantly remind the students and the adults that we are the owners of our own learning, and that we can learn anything with determination and persistence. Conquer Mode is a set time period each day, which is usually between 90 and 120 minutes, where the students work independently at their computers. So if they get stuck, they're coached on a 3-step process where they can, 1, try to solve the problem on their own, 2, ask their peers for help, or 3, work through the knowledge finding process with an adult facilitator. And that's where you come in as the guides. So your role is to help them find their answers. You don't give them the answers. So here are 3 questions that you can ask that can help them do that. 1, what have you tried so far? It's a great question to ask them to kind of get them thinking of, how can I solve this on my own? The second question is, who can you ask? So maybe they can ask one of their classmates and find out that information. Or, this is another great question you can ask them, if I weren't here, what would you do to find out? So you and the student are in the process of learning together. So there are 4 areas of Conquer Mode, and if they click on this right here, they'll have their 4 areas: math, English, writing, and reading. So in math, we use Khan Academy, which is a mastery-based online tool that helps to educate the students, and it tailors their education to their individual needs. So you might want to, there's another video about Khan Academy, but in this particular video, I want to share with you how to start your students on what level. So you're going to need to help them determine what level they'll start on, and you can try the level that they've been in school. But if they're feeling like there are some gaps in their learning, or maybe they're struggling a little bit in math, feel free to start them a level lower than they would normally be. And if they're spending more than maybe 30 minutes getting 1% in Khan Academy, then you'll probably want to drop them down a level, or maybe even 2. It's totally fine to start lower. It's better to start too low than too high in Khan Academy, and they'll feel more confident and they'll go more quickly through the material if they start a little bit lower. The second one for reading is we use No Red Ink, and that's an online language learning platform, and it's designed for students grades 4 through 12 primarily, and it does align with the Common Core standards, and it's individualized according to the student's interests. So it's really cool because when the students go on there, they can select things that they're interested in, and that will pop up in the curriculum. So it's a high level of interest for them. The third one is the writing mode. You can see right here. And our writing curriculum was developed in-house by our Prenda writing experts. And each day the students will choose a writing topic, either one of these 3 that are down here, or they can choose one of their own. And then they'll set a word count goal for the day. And they'll share that with you, and you can help them make sure they reach their word count goal. And the last one is reading, and we use Newsela for reading, and this is an educational technology platform that publishes high-interest news and nonfiction articles every day. And it's in 5 levels of complexity, which is really awesome because that means that each of your students can be reading the same article, but they can be reading at their level. So that is a really wonderful feature of Newsela. So that's an overview of Conquer Mode. We do have other videos that go in more depth of each of those, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what your role is in guiding students through Conquer. You are a cheerleader, you're a facilitator, and you're helping them to discover the answers for themselves. If you have any questions, reach out to your guide guru and we'd be happy to answer them.